We have recently seen the film Belfast. It's set in the capital of Northern Ireland in 1969.
Yes, and the first thing we noticed was that everyone was out in the street. So for this week's podcast on English.com, we're talking about street life.
Okay, Richard, so explain what you mean about everyone on the street.
Well, there's children playing in the street, there's grown-ups in groups chatting, and there's older people sitting in chairs on the pavement.
Yeah. Now, it's funny because do you remember, Richard, the last time we went to the UK and we visited your sister? Now, she lives in a quiet residential area.
Yes, it was a Saturday afternoon, wasn't it? And we both noticed that there was no one on the street at all. It was very quiet.
Yeah, I mean, especially no children. Now, did you, Richard, when you were a little boy, did you play on the street?
Always. I was always out on the street. I had a little course around my house where I was on my bicycle. And also, I was forever playing with my mates, playing football in the street.
Right. And so there were lots of children on the street.
We all were. Our parents used to always boot us out of the house, didn't they? Go and play in the street.
Yeah. Now, this brings us to a small village in Spain called Algar. Now, there are only 1,400 people who live there. And in the summer, when it's hot, it's normal for the locals to get their chairs out and sit on the pavement and chat to each other.
Yes, they're just chatting to each other and also passers-by who are coming by into the town as well.
Yeah, it's quite normal for much of Spain. The interesting thing here is that the mayor of this small village in southern Spain wants to have the tradition recognised by the United Nations as a cultural treasure.
Cultural treasure? Explain why they would want to do that.
Well, the mayor is worried about the threat of social media and television, Richard, and he wants to protect this centuries-old custom, keep it as a way of life.
So he thinks that the people are going off the street and they're staying in their homes then, does he?
Yeah. He reckons it's the opposite of social media, you see. This is face-to-face conversations rather than doing it on a mobile phone.
I think it's much healthier, that's for sure.
Exactly, Richard. They consider it's a kind of therapy session, especially for those feeling lonely.
Yes, and it increases the sense of community as well, I suppose.
Yeah. You did feel that with the film Belfast, didn't you? That there was a community spirit.
Definitely. Nowadays, people don't seem to even talk to their neighbours.
No. So, if the weather's nice, put your mobile phone down and pop outside with a chair and meet the neighbours.
It'll do you good.